What is up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a brief recap of Real Housewives of Potomac Season 2, Reunion Part 2. It pretty much starts out with Andy is talking to the guys. He's talking to Ray Huger, and he says to him, well, I'm not going to call you the Black Bill Gates. I thought that was funny. He greets Juan, and he tells Juan, oh well, I see it was some hesitation in getting you here, and Juan get the line talking about his job. And y'all, I'ma just flat out tell y'all, Juan is full of shit. Him and Robin is full of shit. I'm gonna address a few things I heard her say. I don't like Robin like that no more, you guys. I really liked her and Giselle. Giselle is still my girl. I like Karen now more than Robin. I feel like Karen lives in her truth. I know a lot of people would be like, well, Karen be lying. And it looked like she lied a little bit about her titties in here. But, she did, a little white lie here or there, but I like Karen. She's married. She does her. She doesn't give a fuck about what they say or think. She does her. So, I do like, those are my favorite two now. But anyways, like I said, he starts off talking to Ray and talking about the move. The move was done in secret. The first thing I noticed is Ray said that the move wasn't done in secret, and Andy had asked him something about, well, was her parents gonna move with you guys? And that's when the lie came in, because Ray said, well, no, she didn't really discuss that with me, and I don't believe she discussed that with them. It's something that, she wanted to orchestrate. Then they had a situation where Andy, y'all know how Andy be trying to get shit started. He brings Charisse into it. Well, Charisse, you said he was the broke Black Bill Gates. And then Ray was like, well, I thought we was good. And, Charisse is just like, well, we are good. And, Ray was a good sport about it. He had let her ass know quick. I ain't been broke since I was 17. And everybody is broke compared to Bill Gates. And everybody pretty much laughed and agreed on that. So I like Ray a lot. So then they got to the situation with Giselle where he had made a comment to Giselle saying that you need to be attracting guys now. And, you're not going to always look the way you look. So you need to try to get somebody now and settle down. And she was like, well, it was just how he said it. And it's just like, girl, he don't have time to beat around the bush with your ass. She go tell your ass straight like how it is. So I don't understand why she was offended or why she took it the wrong way. And, Ray wasn't here for the shit, neither was I. So next he gets on Chris. He said, how do you feel when you saw that your mother called your wife a heifer? And he said he didn't like it. He had a conversation with his mom. His mom apologized to him, and she has never apologized to Monique. And Andy asked, will she be invited to the new house? And then Chris asked Monique, well, what do you think, babe? And she was like, no. And he was like, well, no, that's still my mom. So that's the situation with that. They get to Juan, his ass, talking about remember the one part where he had said, well, if it wasn't for my kids, Corey and Carter, I would have been out of here. Juan, don't sit up here and lie. Talking about you didn't want to film that day. You didn't mean to embarrass Robin. Motherfucker, they caught how you really felt. I really believe that's how you felt. You don't want to be with her. I feel like this. I feel like as long as they've been together, shit should be really black or white. You either want to be together or no. And the fact that both of them keep giving us this bullshit story, well, our relationship, it is what it is, and we doing this for the kids, and and then Robin had made some stupid ass story about, oh, well, I see a lot of single black mothers out here, and their boys, they need fathers, and my kids, they are really benefiting from this situation because, they go have their father in the household, and just more bullshit. First off, bitch, let me get you together, Robin. number one, don't sit up and live a motherfucking lie. Because, bitch, that's what you are doing. You are living a lie. You don't trust this man. You want to be with him. You want to try to make it look like, oh, he really wants to be with you. He never flat out told Andy that he wants to be with you. He said he loved you unconditionally. But my thing is, it wouldn't be so hesitant. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, I'm not buying them. And my thing with them is, like, either get together or not, or, like, just label y'all shit already. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's ridiculous at this point. Robin looks silly. Robin looks silly when she says this shit, but then when she gets her ass into it with Karen about Karen's shit or Ashley's shit, she looks really stupid. Because they both have their men. You know what I'm saying? And I will say with Ashley, though, her man looks more into her than Juan is into Robin, I'll say that much. I mean, I know Ashley and her man, they are having some problems. And it turned out that, you know, they have spent some months without each other. About 3 months, Ashley said, you know, to kind of figure out what they want to do. I can respect that. I will say this. Ashley is not my favorite person on this show, but I do have some respect for Ashley, because Ashley said, you know what, I'm not just going to sit up in something just to be in it, i.e. Charisse, i.e. Robin's motherfucking ass, where they sit up here and they want to live a lie and put on a show and shit. You know, so I respect that about Ashley, that she took that time away. Her and her man say that, you know, they plan on, you know, just trying to make it work and go into counseling. And, you know, I wish them nothing but the best. Everybody on the cast, they pretty much wishes them, you know, nothing but the best. Y'all, I'm going to be talking about this shit a little bit out of order. Okay, so we get on Ashley's marriage, and, you know, her and Michael have been having some issues, and there was one part in the, that they played back where him and her was going at it. Michael has said it was about the women. He said that he didn't want the women in the restaurant because he didn't really particularly like it when he saw and heard that Giselle and Robin, remember, when they came to the restaurant, he didn't like that shit. He got their ass together. He was like, that was disrespectful, because Giselle was saying some shit. Well, you know, I got Ashley's back. I support y'all relationship. And he was like, I don't know about you having Ashley's back, because y'all came and, you know, came to my business with that bull crap trying to, you know, get at Ashley. And so Robin was like, well, if you want us to stay out of your restaurant, she needs to stay out of our relationships, which I feel is true. Ashley, you can't go so hard on people's relationships and then think it won't be no consequences. And Ashley is a smart girl. She know that Robin and Juan, they both full of shit. So Ashley, just see it as that and just try to stay out of it. But yeah, Michael, he did get Robin and Giselle together, and they was trying to go back and forth with him. And, you know, in my opinion, it ain't no reason to do that. Then Ashley lets on that her husband is taking care of her mother financially. You know, that's kind of putting a strain on their marriage. She also had mentioned that, I don't know, I didn't feel like she really owned. She should have just came out and said, well, I felt like Michael was trying to be my daddy. You know, because that's what it is. And everybody is just like, oh, well, you know, y'all was so on each other first season. That's because they had not experienced real life together. All relationships are good when you just fucking and having a good time. Your relationship is perfect. Everybody's relationship is perfect. But once you start a business together, once you have a baby with somebody, the whole foundation of the relationship just changes. Everything just changes. You know, and only the strong survive. Only what's real, you know, will survive that. And they may not be that real couple. You know, do I personally think they should be together? No, it's too much, in my opinion, of an age difference. Because it don't look like, from what I see on the show, he really respects her opinion. She had a lot of opinions about the restaurant. And he didn't seem open to them. He wanted to keep fucking kangaroo emu on the fucking menu and shit. And Ashley like, no, we need to get some burgers, some wings, some fries. You know, you have to have shit on the menu that people like, Michael. You know, so he doesn't listen. It's his brainchild. It's all about him. You cannot be in a marriage like that and conduct business like that. And I'm pretty sure Ashley got frustrated, felt like she wasn't contributing, and she was contributing, but it wasn't appreciated. That's pretty much what that was. So that's pretty much what happened with that. They end up talking about Monique, you know, and how she spent $25,000 on a little girl's birthday party. And Monique said, you know, somebody had said, I guess from social media, that Andy read their comment, and they was pretty much like, oh, that's too much, you know, the baby ain't gonna never remember it. And Monique was like, and they said, oh, you should have gave some money to charity. Monique got upset and was like, no, I do give money to charity, and I could spend however much money I want to on my daughter's birthday. Did I feel it was a bit much? Yes. But when people have money, that's what they do. They splurge and do shit like that. You know, have all that shit going on. But, you know, I personally wouldn't have did it. You know, probably would took her ass to Chuck E. Cheese, called it a day. But that's not Monique. You know, she loves spending her husband's money. So that's on them. Next, there's the situation with Charisse and Karen. Who do I like the most out of both of these women? I like Karen better. I feel like Charisse is full of shit, and I don't really like her. And let me touch on something, you guys. I know I'm all over the place with this recap. Everything is not going to be in order. But I do want to say this. I do not like how Giselle and Robin, I know that they cooler with Charisse and Karen, but I don't like how they always stand up for her. I don't like it. Let the bitch fight her own battle. She got that slick ass mouth. Here go Ryan. Well, Charisse my girl, and who gives a fuck? You need to be your own girl, bitch, and make better decisions and stop trying to stay with some man for some badass kids. Him being in that household, that don't mean shit to them kids. They still bad as fuck. You know, Robin's a silly ass bitch. So she was pissing me off with getting involved with the Karen situation with Charisse. Because remember, she had called Karen a hypocrite when they was in Bermuda, which I thought she should have stayed out of it. Karen felt that Robin was sent by Charisse, so that's how she looked at it. But yeah, they played the part back where Karen was saying that Charisse had an affair with the fireman. Now, this is the second motherfucking time that we're hearing this. The first time we heard it from Giselle, and I'm starting to believe that Charisse did step out on her marriage. I'm not here to judge, but I believe you fucking did it, because more than one person now is saying it. And then it was something all on the internet or whatever, and Karen had asked Charisse, did she see it? And she said she came to her about it because she didn't want her kids to see it. And, you know, so I'm just looking like this shit is just really petty. But Charisse then tried to deflect and turn things around on Karen. We already know you dating your security guard, blue eyes, you mess with him. It's all over Potomac. And then, you know, Karen is trying to, she trying to deflect from what Charisse is saying. Oh, that ain't true. And, you know, I'm just looking like, I don't know who the fuck having an affair. I don't believe that Karen is having an affair. And I love what Karen said, because she was like, you know what, I'm actually still with my husband. And that was shade to motherfucking Charisse. Because Charisse, you ain't got no man. You come off as being a very bitter, insecure bitch. And you always talking about some money. You and Monique Ash. Y'all get on my nerves with that. You know, so that's another thing. If you don't want to be called materialistic, if you don't want to be seen as a shallow person, then stop flaunting your wealth. Stop talking about it all the time. It's okay to buy nice things, but why keep talking about it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then there was this little bit a part where somebody had wrote in and they had shaded Robin, saying that, oh, well, she ain't got that much money and all these other women just flaunt their wealth and that makes Robin feel bad. And Robin was like, well, first off, I'm very confident in myself. And I don't care what they do. And I'm happy for those that got money. And, you know, I just thought it was funny because they shaded her ass. So, yeah, that's pretty much what that was about. Everybody had decided, you know, they're going to support Ashley. And Giselle had reiterated that she apologized for storming into the restaurant with Robin. And, you know, so all is well there. And all the ladies, they kind of wrapped it up. And because it pretty much ended with Karen and Charisse going back and forth with that bullshit I was just telling y'all about. I believe Karen and Giselle, because Karen had said, well, Giselle said it, and Giselle is not a liar. And then I didn't like how it just seemed like Giselle and Robin, you guys, they always, if they get into it with Karen, they can't all just hold their ground. They got to get back on Charisse's good side. Well, no, that's not right what you saying about Charisse, as if Charisse is above being talked about. It's like, shut the fuck up. Giselle, you my girl, but you need to stop doing that shit. So that's pretty much what happened with this part 2. You know, they all admit that they all care for each other and, you know, they don't have any issues with each other. Giselle gives Charisse a kiss. She says she's happy they're back on the right terms. Robin don't feel like certain things have been worked out. Ashley don't feel like they have. Karen feels like they have. You know, Monique and Giselle, they are happy that they were able to make up, put it behind them. They was tired of looking at, you know, certain stuff that happened during the season and they already made up. So I'm just happy all the ladies is in a much better space. I hope next year this motherfucking show is better than the reunion, because this year the reunion was better than the fucking show, actually, because it can be a snooze fest, you guys. All right, y'all, that was Real Housewives of Potomac Season 2, Reunion Part 2. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm out.